Hi, welcome to this very quick unboxing and quick analysis of the new JJRC model, the H62 Splendor. And as far as I know, is the first including a target tracking for a very well, more or less cheap toy quadcopter. It's brushed, it's foldable, it's a selfie drone, so there are some selfie drone function in the apps, and it's very similar to the former chassis as well. So the hubs are completely foldable. You can find on each extremity the 8.5mm brushed cordless motors. No screws on props, so they are about 670mm, and all the machine, okay, weighs about, if I can, about a little bit more than 100 grams. Okay, a little bit less, sorry, 93 grams, so not so bad. It's a gear system, so you have some micro gear and the extremity each arm. First good news, as you can see, the lenses now offer a wide field of view, great, and you can adjust manually a little bit the lens orientation for a negative point of view if you want your target, and or if you want to use the target tracking, it's advised to incline negatively a little bit like this with -10, -15 degrees the lens, or more horizontally. So it's great, it's completely foldable. You have 4 LEDs, so you have some green on front, red on back, okay, and you have to long press to turn on and off the machine. You have to also to slide like this the battery button, then raise this small plastic gap and you can extract the battery. It's a 850 LiPo model, one cell of course, ending with the GST connector, so no problem to use any type of professional charger, and just need to clips like this to reinstall the battery and then push again one more time this locker to fasten, to secure completely the battery installation. So same chassis of the last JJRC Selfie Drone, okay, relatively light, and on the bottom side, to improve the altitude hold stabilization, you can find a super tiny camera here. Okay, it will improve the accuracy of the altitude hold stabilization. That's great. So I would say the main novelty is the presence in the apps, the new apps of target features. So you have first a square where your initial target should be, and then you have to design with your finger to focus on the target you want to track, then run the tracking sequence. Okay, so what we can find also in the box, we have 2 instructions, okay, one for a virtual game associated with, and the main instruction where we can find all the role of each button on the interface. A lot of, but you have a selfie mode about the top left, headless mode, gravity mode. You can monitor the signal of the Wi-Fi. It's a pure 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi signal based as well for the FPV and the control, so no problem for European. At least for is not a 5.8 GHz. The control range is relatively limited to 20-30 meters, but for selfie then we don't need so much more. And the main novelty I would say is in this bottom left, where you can design the circle, okay, and the square, sorry, and run via this this slider to the right to run the target tracking. You have also some 1K landing, 1K takeoff, and so on. You can shoot different photos, either one by one or a sequence of bursts. You have here the main application. So this is the JJRC Splendor application. You can find it very easily in Play Store. No specific password. Okay, so that's all, and the control is exactly the same. So what we can find also in the bundle, relatively, we have 4 spare props, not so bad. So no screws to attach them. You have 0.8 millimeters of diameters for the main central shaft section, a small compact USB to JST connector to recharge, and a screwdriver eventually to disassemble your machine. Eventually if you need to replace motors. So the application is very easy to download, about 30-40 mega, okay, and what is great, we have FPV feedback in 720p resolution. Of course, in this Wi-Fi base, you will have a latency, a nominal of 300 milliseconds, and of course will increase versus the distance. But at least the clarity is pretty good. I will show in few instance. So I will turn on the machine. Okay. After a couple of seconds, you have the light, and then I will run the application already pre-installed. Okay, on this tablet. And you have to first to connect to the Wi-Fi. So after a couple of seconds, you have this UAV here, which is present. You have to connect. No specific password, as I said. And then when it's connected, you can run the JJRC Splendor. And after, I will say within 5 seconds, the FPV feedback is here, and we have as you can see, a great design. But sometimes the video is freezing. Okay, maybe because there are some Wi-Fi device around. But actually, the clarity is great, and I really appreciate the field of view of this new lens. At least they understood that we need a field of view, and the color rendition is pretty good. So no distortion, okay, no washing or rendition as well. So it's pretty good, and as I say, we have all the main role here, the battery status. We can, for example, select either continuous or 2, 3, 4, 5 continuous photos, or more to take shot one at least. We can take a photos. Okay, for example, it took photos, and then we can also record a movie. So if we record on your tablet, smartphone, okay, and if you want to stop, just press this one again, and it will appear, and you can replay whatever this sequence. Okay, no problem. Or if it's a photos or it's a video, we have here, for example, this video small sequence I just took. So pretty good interface, and the main novelty is here, where when I press in this one, we have this yellow square, and the target should be up first inside this yellow square. Then you will have to design your own square, and then run the tracking. Okay, and in this case, it will try to follow this one, and adapt. As you can see, try to follow this one, but I guess in the air it will be much more. And to stop the target tracking, just press this button. One more thing, if you're applying the target tracking, and if you start to play with the command, it will lose immediately the tracking. So it's just more a follow me in target tracking. Okay, so it's time to go in the field and to check the capacity of this machine, and if this very cheap toy quadcopter Selfie Drone with advanced features such target tracking is very worthy. Let's go in the field. Okay, so I already connected the machine, and I will run now the application. So after a couple of seconds, the video is here, and we just need to press the auto takeoff button completely on the middle left, and after a couple of seconds the machine is here, so we can control the yaw. I will check that. So by default you are not in selfie mode, so it's a normal quadcopter, and you can see that the stability is pretty good. So let's inverse a little bit the situation. So let's check the altitude hold, and today is more or less wind-free condition, and the stability is pretty good. So good news. So we can go back, go up, okay, and check a little bit some altitude. So let's go more here, and immediately test as soon as possible these new features. Okay, I will maybe go down a little bit. Okay, and start to design this square. Okay, and I will try to target myself and press the tracking. So as you can see, it first adjusts the position, and let's see if I'm moving. It's whoa, where it go? Almost lost it, but it's not the case. So stay in position. I will go down a bit. Yes, it will be better. And try to design the square. Try to focus on my face. And yeah, just okay. Start to follow. Yes, At least it is tracking, but is moving backward. Now I have to stop and immediately go here because it seems, wow. So maybe I have to adjust a little bit the lens orientation. Okay, and I will press the auto landing. Okay, but it's relatively silent, pretty good. So I will adjust a little bit the position of the camera. It's a bit targeting the ground. Okay, and then range one more time the takeoff. The controls are pretty good, and I'm impressed by the stability of the machine. Okay, a little bit more coming closer. Okay. Oops. Okay. It should be not bad. Try to run the tracking, and let's see a square around me, and so start follow. Yes, look that he pivoted by himself. And the target tracking, I guess, is based on color or histogram matching, okay, between the target distribution and the current selected one. But look that is not so bad. So look that he's coming. Follow me. Great. And you can see that he's working very well. So I'm in the orange color. He lost the track. Okay, maybe so it's time maybe to rerun this selection and tracking. Okay, come on, baby. Yeah, he's following. So really, if you're walking some such try to still follow me. Yes, he's following me, no problem. Look that. No problem. He didn't lose the track. Really efficient. Really. By the way, it's working even better than some selfie drone I recently reviewed. The LED is flashing, so the battery level is low, but it's working pretty well. It's relatively silent. Look that. He didn't lose the track. Really impressed by this machine. So for first demo, what I can say, it's working well. As soon as you have something with a lot of contrast about what your current clothes is and the background, I think the target tracking is really working well for a 60, even cheaper than this $60 machine. Okay, so I will land now. Okay, I will stop the target tracking, and I will land, press the auto landing, and I will after run a second battery to test, for example, the selfie drone. So in this flight mode, the command should be inverted at least for the yaw of 180 degrees and some other advanced features. So let's see in the second part. Okay, so second run, and I will install first in selfie mode the Splendor and run one more time the application. So after a couple of seconds, the video feedback is here, and I guess on this button first I need to take off. Okay, and after a couple of seconds, as you can see, sometimes the video is freezing, but anyway, I engage the selfie mode. So I will see, yes, so it's inverted. So I guess I need to be around here. Okay, and so if I want to the machine, okay, I think for me the behavior is normal. Yes. Okay. Let's have a look to the stability. Not so bad. I want to play one more time with the target tracking because I was really impressed, and I would design one more time the square and active the tracking. Start fellow, and you can see that sometimes it's backwarding automatically, but now it sounds to be really not bad. And despite the sun, okay, it's the video feedback is great and start to move by itself, yes, following me. So we can try to run across the small, okay, yes, try to be gentle. Okay, I don't have to fall as well, but it's not so bad. Okay, I will try to go more in this direction, but it's still following me. Okay, you have to go with me a little bit far. As you can see, the aspect ratio of the target can be very different. It's still obeying to the okay, let's try to fight with the, and look, that is still, but is not moving so much in my direction. So what I will do, so as I said previously in the unboxing, as soon as you're playing, touching the virtual stick, the target tracking is automatically disabled. Okay, so don't be afraid. One more time, try to have something working in terms of, oops, sorry, sometimes the video is freezing a bit, but, and let's play one more time with the target tracking. Okay, should be in the scene. Yes, I am in the scene, more or less center, and I will design the square. Okay, and follow me please, come on baby. As you can see, no reaction actually, but we will see if it's moving. He's moving, is the decision to follow me is a little bit slow, and you cannot go very fast with. If you go, you will lose a track. Maybe it's linked with the Wi-Fi link. Okay. Okay, I've got already the LEDs blinking. What is working well is the tracking of the orientation. Okay, this is not a big problem. Look at that. You can see the LEDs flashing, and it's following me. Come on, look at that. I'm here and it's following me, no problem. It's really working well. Let's have a read. Look at that. I'm small in the square and I've got some partial occlusion. Oh, I didn't pay attention. I was flying close to the, okay, I will try to go in this direction. It didn't lose the track. It's impressive, really. Come on baby, come on. Yes, no problem. Hello. He's following me very well. He didn't lose the track. It's really working even better than the See Me Selfie Drone I reviewed recently. For me, is as good as the Zero Tech Derby in terms of target tracking. What is missing? 1080p feedback, of course, but for $60 I already have something in 720p. And what is missing also maybe the possibility to record directly on the board the direct 720p footage. It's a drawback, but I think we can expect a deluxe version within $90 with a 1080p and a micro DVR. Okay, so it's flashing soon, the LiPo is flashing soon, so we can fly maybe over 2 extra minutes. Okay, when I checked last with the first battery, the level was about 3.8. Okay, so I could fly a little bit more, and I'm really impressed. So okay, it's automatically landing because it got the voltage very low. So as you can see, it's engaging automatically. And let's a little bit conclude about this great toy quadcopter. You know, I review many machines and many toys. I'm not a great fan of Wi-Fi based machine, but this one for about 60 bucks is really worthy. What are the positive points? First, they introduce a wide field of view lens, about 120 degrees, which make the video rendering more smooth, the color rendition and the light adaptation more smooth. That's great. The flight time is not bad at all. We have about 6-7 minutes. The target tracking is really working well. Okay, so you cannot really run fast, okay, because the target will be lost, but whatever the background, as soon as you have something wearing something with high contrast, is really working well, and you saw even some with some partial occlusion is even working. So the target tracking algorithm is basic but really efficient. There is a removable battery, and here with such module just need to unscrew this plastic cover and probably install very easily a standard 850 LiPo, so not a big deal to find some battery replacement. It's silent, okay, it's another good news. It's foldable, another good news. And really the price target is very good, and the altitude hold stabilization, well, in moderate wind condition, is pretty good. So a lot of positive points. So what we can expect, a 1080p version, okay, and with a micro DVR recorder, it will be a very serious competitor to the at least to the Simi and the Zerotech Dobby. So JJRC, on this one you are on a good track. If you like this video, please double thumb it. If you like my channel in general, please subscribe. Always need some new subscriber, and see you next time. Bye bye.